Hey folks, Vic here. I've saved up these scalp trades from the first 3 days of this week, like Monday, March 15th to today, which is Wednesday, March 17th, 2021. And I made them into one video. There were about 7 trades on Monday, couple on Tuesday, and 3 from Wednesday today. So all good setups, but not all winners, as you'll see. Just a reminder that I'm hosting a scalping webinar in 1 week from today. So it'll be Wednesday, March the 24th, 2021 at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a registration link in the text below this video or in the email that you received. And yes, it'll be recorded, in case you're wondering, but you need to register in order to receive the recording because the recording is sent out automatically by GoToWebinar. Also, I just wanted to really thank everyone for the likes on these videos. Yeah, I really appreciate it. So, if you'd continue to hit the like button for these videos, you'll put a big smile on my face. Okay? So thank you. Yeah, and of course, be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can click that little subscription button on the lower right side of the video when you're watching it. And at the very end of the video, there's links to all of our social media. Okay, here are the trades that I recorded this week. Hey folks, Vic here. Just going to run through a bunch of trades, scalp trades that set up for Monday, March the 15th, 2021, starting with the Euro-CAD pair. This has been in a downtrend. We've been negative on this for a long time. It's just the way the price is going. If you look at the daily chart in the upper right here, it's falling off a cliff. So it's going to change at some point, but in the meantime, don't fight the trend. It's heading down. So this level that we had marked right here is a very good level, and it's also a good 4-hour level. But that's where we like to trade at, and the sell was right in here at it was around it was right around the figure, around 149, and right here, and this happened just before the London Open, and then what a nice move down that was. It's all about trade management at that point. The trade was up, I don't know, 50 pips or something like that. It needed a risk of just 11 pips. So, yeah, really good one on that one. What else happened on the Euro Swissy? We've been looking to be a buyer on this pair because if you look at the weekly, daily charts, it's just straight up. It pulls back and it goes up and pulls back. So again, yeah, it's going to end at some point, but in the meantime, our bias is to the long side on it. And we had a nice coincidental level of support right here between our daily and 4-hour. And this trade needed an 11 pip stop, which never got hit. It came down, but never hit your stop loss. Went up and it made over 11 pips. And one of our rules is that when we get up an amount equal to our risk, we take profit on it, or we don't allow a loss at least. So if you take profit on half your position there, you're going to get stopped out in the second half because it came back down, and or depending how you manage the risk, because you could still keep a little bit of risk in the trade once you've made your initial risk, but just don't allow it to become a negative trade on the day. So another little winner on that one. What else have we got here? The Euro US dollar actually had a good trade on it today here. This was a sell because, like, the daily chart on this thing is still heading down, and that's just when we look at our advanced market flow and that, it's just the way it's going. So on the 15-minute chart, we had a very good level of a coincidental level up in here to sell at. So price opened up, it had a little swing break in here, which is nice to see. It comes back up and the sell was here. This needed a stop of just 12 pips, never got hit, went right down to the opposing level for over 50 pips. So pretty nice there. Again, you can take half your profit at your initial risk, and then the remainder down here, and even then it averages out to close to a 3-to-1 reward risk, not quite. On the British pound Swiss yen, that's one that we've been bullish on, because if you look at the higher time frames, which is how we always analyze higher time frames, get in alignment with them. And this, we were looking for a breakout above the daily level right here. So on the 15-minute chart, here's the breakout right here. Okay, just after the London Open, it broke out. So we buy the pullback at this level, which is a good level coincidental level, and it needed a 15 pip risk, which never got hit. It made a profit of over 15 pips, and then this happened. So again, trade management saves the day, as it always does. It's the most, well, one of the most important things in your trading is trade management. On the British pound, New Zealand dollar pair, another pair that we're mildly bullish on. I had some cautions on this with people because of the situation with the weekly chart. It's not looking really bullish, and the daily chart, this is showing some problems up in here. See this very good level of resistance here, and it's just all these wicks, rejection wicks, makes it a bit of a problem. So it's a cautious one. Maybe it's a trade you don't even want to take, but as a setup, I'm just showing you setups. There was a very good level right here to buy at. Price came down and hit it. The risk is 15 pips on this one, which never got taken out, and it made more than 15 pips on the way up here. And then it came back to your entry and up again and back to your entry and up again. It's done all this, but definitely not a losing trade anyway, because we got the profit more than our initial risk on it. On the US Canadian dollar pair, one of our members had this trade. This is a downtrend on the daily chart. You can see just lower highs and lower lows, same as on the weekly chart, same as on the 4-hour chart. So there was a good coincidental level right here at this 124.81-ish, and it actually hit in early Asia. I believe he took a later one after the swing break. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. This was the sell, and lots of pips in it as far as getting the initial risk out, and then you can see what it's done after that. These are, this is all hindsight now. I mean, when price comes back up to your entry and you're out, that's fine. You don't know that it's not going to keep going up. Now you know. Oh yeah, that's great. But anyway, it's still rallying today. Maybe we're having a reversal. Even when these big downtrends have a reversal to the upside, or the uptrends reverse to the downside, generally you can still take a trade, and your risk management will save you on these. And here's a losing trade, US yen pair, big uptrend on this one, weekly, daily, heading up really hard. We were looking for a breakout above this daily resistance level, and it did break out. Right here, broke out, pull back to a good coincidental level, and just needed a 11 pip stop, and it went out. You stopped right out. There was no chance to even mitigate on this one. So unfortunately, a full loss on that one. Okay, there you go, folks. Hope those are interesting, and we'll see you next time with some more scalp trades. Thanks. Okay, folks, let's look at a few scalp trades that set up on Tuesday, March the 16th, 2021. This was a trade on the Swiss yen, and it's at this resistance level on the weekly chart on the upper left-hand corner here, and on the daily chart, it's also at a resistance level that actually, price moved away from quite strongly from here, and I was watching it for a sell up in here. And I found a nice level, a coincidental level on the 4-hour chart. So on the 15-minute chart, we're looking to enter, and the sell was right here at 117.92. I let people know about that in my scalp levels video, and unfortunately, it needed a 12 pip risk, and it got stopped out. Oh, just a little bit higher than our stop was. It just went a little bit higher than our stop, and then look at this move down. Pretty frustrating. That happens. It was a good call as far as the direction goes and the expected resistance, but it's just sometimes the price is going to go through your stop barely, and then off it goes and in your direction. But it's a one-off, and you don't stop you don't change your system because of something like that. Like you never make decisions after one trade. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that how losses can happen just like any other trading method, but usually they're not too often. And the other one we had was on the New Zealand Swissy, and I also posted this to our members way in advance, that if price were to come down to this, because first back it up, this is in an uptrend. I mean, it's just making higher lows all the way along. Yes, we're having some consolidation right now, no question about it. The weekly chart is in a pretty big uptrend. So I was watching this level. Let me just get this out of the way. Sorry, clutter. I was watching this level right here because for an uptrend, I want to buy it back at support. And on the 4-hour chart, it was a really very, very good level too, down here in the lower left. Very good level. So my comment was that this is a place where I would look to be a buyer at 66.40, well 41, because we always front run it by a pip. That was the exact low. I mean, the exact low was 66.39.7. So easily you get filled in here. And this has been a decent move so far, and it's going to depend on your own trade management if you're going to hang on to it or whatever. But it's been up well over a 2-to-1 reward risk. If you think about it, you lost 1-to-1 on the Swiss yen. Here's a way to offset your loss so that you actually end up with a profitable day. Okay. Again, it's all trade management, and it's also important to realize, like, these trades got filled at about the same time of the day. You have to manage your account risk. So, don't load up on any one of them. You're going to have to split your risk when you're going to get filled on several at a time, or if you anticipate that you're going to, because your overall account, you want to keep your overall account risk to a manageable amount. Okay. So there you go. A couple of trades that happened on Tuesday, March the 16th, 2021. Thanks. Hey folks, let me just run over a couple of scalp trades that set up as per my scalp levels video that I produce every day. So this is on the Aussie CAD, and I talked about us being in a downtrend now. We had rotated to the downside and looked for a selling opportunity, and specifically looking for a breakout sell. And so the daily level is right here. And so when you go down to, I wanted to see a breakout. So this is a breakout right here. Let me just show you this. See this here? That's a breakout. That's what I want to see. This is the adjusted level that we use from the 4-hour chart. So the sell was at 96.31, needed an 11 pip stop, and this is the move down. Actually, this is the London close right here. So our first profit target is our initial risk, which was 11 pips. It was up 30 pips down here at the London close. So with FOMC coming up and everything, not a bad idea just to take some profit around 30 pips. Could, might be a little bit less, but that was on the Aussie CAD. And on the CAD Swissy, the idea here was to, that we're in an uptrend. You can tell a pretty strong uptrend here, and to look for a breakout to the long side. And it broke out right here. So buying it back here at this level in here, or just a slightly lower with an adjusted, didn't matter. It was a full loss. It just went straight against us, and nothing you can do about that. So there's a CAD Swiss full loss. And then on the pound Kiwi, yeah, my notes on this one were that we're at this daily level of support, and then we had this pin bar that from the prior day right here, of this pin bar. Okay. And I was really looking for a breakout above this support resistance level right here for a buy. Okay, so that was yeah, that was on the 15-minute chart. That was this level right here. This is the breakout I was looking for. There's the breakout. See how we break above everything? And the idea was to buy it back at this level right here. So the entry's at 193, around 38. It needed a 17 pip stop, which never even came close. And it actually made the opposing level up here. That's almost the figure at 194. So almost, a good clean 60 pips for sure in that trade on a 17 pip risk. So there you go. There was 3 scalps that set up as per the rules, and that was posted. And that was for Wednesday, March the 17th, 2021. Thanks. So there you go. Yeah, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. And again, be sure to register for the webinar. Okay. And in the meantime, I hope the rest of your trading week goes really well. Take care. And if you have any questions for me, just ask. Okay. Or you can leave a comment below this video. Okay. Thanks again for watching. Take care.